Welcome to the 123, and I am Frank. And today we are starting a little tiny bit late, about 3 minutes. And the reason for that is we were over watching the BID back in the deck, Dark Side of the Room, where if you're watching Gaming Fixx, you know that my co-host is sometimes over there on the BID_P. So that's Twitch TV, BID_P. And they're talking about Generation X and just having kind of a good time. And definitely recommend that. So today I'm going to want to talk to you a little bit about AEW, well, a lot about AEW. And this is 30 minutes of ring time today, as usual. So we'll be talking about that. But of course, first we're going to be talking about the superstar of the week. We didn't have one last week, but we'll have one this week. Let me think of one here. Oh, that's good. I may have got them misspelled it here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Masakura Dorado, born August 24th, 1988, is the ring name of the Mexican luchador Mascarado, masked professional wrestler, currently working for All Elite Wrestling and New Japan Wrestling. He also regularly performs on the weekly shows of Ring of Honor, AEW's sister promotion, under the ring name Metalik. He is best known for his time in WWE, where he performed under the ring name Grand Metalik as a member of the Lucha House Party. His real name has not been officially documented, a tradition in Mexican lucha libre where masked wrestlers' real names are often not a matter of public record. In Mexico and Japan, he is best known for his decade-long stint as Consuejo Mundial de Lucha Libre under the ring name Mascara Dorado. He made his debut in 2005, originally using the masked persona Plata 2. He later used the ring name Metalik, holding the local Occident welterweight championship, but abandoned the championship when he adopted the Mascara Dorado character. The Mascara Dorado character was the first instance of the regular-sized luchador being given a character based on the Mini Estrella, as he was introduced after CMLL introduced Mascarita Dorada in 2007 at one time. Dorada was a quadruple CMLL champion, holding the Mexican National Trios Champion, the CMLL World Trios Championship, the CML World Super Lightweight Championship, and the CMLL World Welterweight Championship at the same time. He has held the CMLL World Welterweight Championship 4 times after a decade of working for CMLL in his native Mexico. Dorado worked full-time for the Japanese promotion New Japan Pro Wrestling from January 2015 until returning to CMLL a year later in February of 2016. In the summer of 2016, he competed in the American promotion WWE's Cruiserweight Classic tournament After the tournament, he signed with WWE and was assigned to the brand 205 Live. He was since teamed with Kalisto and Lince Dorado as part of the Lucha House Party. They were promoted to the Raw brand in November of 2018, but was moved to SmackDown brand in October of 2019 and could depart WWE in November of 2021 after requesting his release and subsequently returned to the independent circuit. He was born on November 3rd, 1988 in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Since he has not been unmasked by losing, I'm going to take these off here, guys. It's hard to read with them, for one thing. Lucha de Apuestas. His given name is not a matter of public record. The secrecy around masked wrestlers is a part of the... Okay, I was explaining that already. He made his professional wrestling debut July 14, 2005, after training with Gran Cochise and El Satanico. His initial ring persona was that of Plata 2, a copy of the original Plata that wrestled in the early mid 1990s. His run as Plata 2 was brief, as he was repackaged as Metalik, a variation of the metal-based look that he had used as Plata 2. At Metalik, he worked mainly for Consejo Mandala de Lucha Libre CML, Guadalajara branch, getting experience while working on the local level. On April 13, 2008, the CML Bookers have Metallic defeat El Drepador to become the Occident welterweight champion. About a month later, Metalik won his first ever Luchas de Apuestas match, winning the hair of Jake. Metalik was entered in the 2008 Torneo Gran Alternativo, where a newcomer teams up with a veteran, and he teamed up with Dos Caras Jr. to make it to the finals before losing to Ultimate Guerrero and Dragon Rojo 2, or Jr. So that is our superstar of the week, Grand Metalik. But I had some things I wanted to talk about today. Before I get too into those, I wanted to let you know that you can get some of our lovely, the banner right behind here, the 123. You can get that in a t-shirt. You just go to tpublic.com/gaming-fixx, and there you can get one of those lovely shirts right behind me. You get that in, I think we have 3 different designs. There's that design right there, and there's a retro design as well, and I think a 3-color that we have. And if you get that on a t-shirt, t-top, mask, booklet, pin, whatever, that all helps us out, and we really appreciate it. So you can just go to tpublic.com/gamingfix/ /stores/gaming-fixx, and there you can pick up a t-shirt and help us out. We really appreciate that. So I guess I don't want to get into the card this quite yet. So what I would like to do is discuss this weekend. There was a house show. So we'll discuss the house show. Actually, we'll discuss Rampage first. AEW Rampage. And I don't know when that was. Oh, it was probably... just to let you know, if I run which I might. My stomach is a little weird today. But so we had a match between Powerhouse Hobbs with QT Marshall retaining over Ray Phoenix. And QT Marshall dropped Alex Abrahantes with a diamond cutter after the match. So he attacked the manager. QT probably should start getting some fines or something. I don't know. And then we had Taya Valkyrie defeating Ava Lawless, and Jade Cargill, Layla Gray, and Mark Sterling were on the ramp after the match. And we had the JAS, the Jericho Appreciation Society, Matt Maynard, and Angela Parker defeating the Bollywood Boys, Gersh Sira and Harv Sira. That might have been their debut. I don't know. And then a backstage promo. We had Stu Grayson commenting on his return to AEW. So he was at the hospital because Evil Uno suffered a concussion during the brawl on last week's episode of Dynamite. Grayson then challenged John Moxley to a singles match and closed by saying that he will break Moxley. Video package aired promoting the match between Kenny Omega and current AAA Mega Champion Hio del Vikingo. That will take place this Wednesday at Dynamite. Okay. There's a segment with AEW World Tag Team Champions The Guns were shown arriving at the hotel, and that's where they challenged the Guns, and a video recap showing the feud between House of Black and JS aired with Mark Henry hyping the main event. And then our main event was Daniel Garcia with Chris Jericho versus the AEW Triple Trios Champion Brody King with Julia Hart. So I guess it was Brody King versus Daniel Garcia with Jericho ringside. Wow. It's an interesting choice, I guess. So that was the Rampage results. If I have to take a bio real quick, I'll let you guys know. Some stuff isn't sitting right with me, my stomach. So hopefully I don't, but I will make sure and let you know. Then we have the Raw results. So let's look at those. Welcome to the show. Raw, and that was not that long ago. Oh yeah, there we are. So we had Austin Theory defeating Montez Ford, almost defeating Mustafa Ali. I didn't even know who it was. I was really surprised that they used Mustafa like that. That really surprised me. Then we had Dominic Mysterio defeating Johnny Gargano. And Rhea Ripley defeating Bayley. And Ricochet defeating Chad Gable. And then Bianca Belair and Asuka defeating Chelsea Green and Doudrop. Which I think Doudrop is now actually Piper Niven. So I think it's Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. I don't know which one of those was the... I don't know what the main event on that one was. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I think the main event was the Bloodline coming out and challenging and then talking with Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes causing Roman to have kind of a fallout with Solo Sikoa. I think that's kind of what happened with that. I really thought the way that they used Almost was surprising. I also think that it's surprising that that Dominic is now going over Johnny Gargano. That's kind of an odd thing to me. Um, yeah, really, a lot of these results were a little bit different, except for Bianca Belair and Asuka. Obviously, they would beat Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, so that's not a big surprise. But that's what happened on Raw. And we don't usually deal with, we don't look at NXT. Oh, that's right, the house show. I almost forgot the house show. Let me look at the results on the house show. And last week, Jericho, or not Jericho, sorry, Jarrett lost as challenger to Orange Cassidy for the international belt, which I don't know. I mean, it wasn't a bad. It was a pretty good match as far as Jarrett gave it his all, and I didn't see too much playing from Orange Cassidy, which I think he needs to be given some credit when he's not doing the hands in his pockets thing as much, and he's actually because now they're pretty much booking him with some of the same fighting style as Roman Reigns, if you notice. The Orange Punch and some of those other moves. Let me look for the AEW house rules results. There's only been one, so that should be easily fine. Here we are. That's YouTube. We don't want that. I could do that. Oh no, no. Okay, from the Wrestling Observer, we have the results for the house show. Ethan Page defeating Sean Dean, and FTW champion Hook defeated Ethan Page to retain. Okay, so he beat Sean Dean, and then he asked for another match, and then got a FTW match. Jeff Jarrett defeated Brian Pillman Jr. Ruby Soho defeated Hollywood Haley, and then Soho spray painted Haley after the match. Spivey made the save. Soho took a microphone and said she was saving blue for her friend Tony Storm this coming Wednesday, and bailed. Tony Khan came out for a quick promo, thanking everyone. International Championship champion Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin defeated the Butcher and the Blade. QT Marshall defeated Pat Buck after distraction from Powerhouse Hub. Buck is a backstage promoter, and I don't know how young he is. It seems like it wouldn't be a very fair fight to me. Britt Baker defeated Anna Jay, and Jay's first match in January as she is returning from injury. So then we had TNT champion Powerhouse defeating Christopher Daniels to retain, and John Moxley and ROH World Champion Claudio Castagnoli defeated the firm's Lee Moriarty and Big Bill. So that was their first house show in Troy, Ohio. And now to discuss the match tonight. I thought, I don't know, like, I have to say, none of those matches struck me as, all of them seem like squash matches. I'll be very surprised if they go other ways. Um, the big one seems like it's going to be Kenny Omega versus uh, whatever his name, the luchador. I let me get the let me get a little. Actually, this is easy to get from me. I'll go on to Facebook. And there's a thing right here. Let's see if I can find it. There we are. See if I can find it. I think I can. Yeah, the card tonight. Yeah, the big one is supposed to be Kenny Omega versus El Hijo del Vikingo. But the rest of these just seem like squashes, like Tony Storm versus Sky Blue, John Moxley versus Stu Grayson, Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, and Sting versus Kip Sabian, the Butcher, and the Blade. And we have Adam Cole talking, and I don't know what that means. Is this when are they about to do the behind the scenes show? I don't know. And then you have the Guns versus Top Flight. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of squashes in the main show, which I don't know. I'm kind of surprised by. I don't know what Adam Cole's got for us or who he's going against, but I guess that'll be interesting. And then Kenny Omega. But the rest of these matches, I don't know how excited I am for them, to be honest. So, and like I said, I'll predict right now. I think that um, I don't know if El Del Vikingo is going to go over Kenny Omega. It's a possibility, but it seems less likely. And I'm getting comments that are not super friendly. I don't in the chat. That's not super cool. So I'm gonna hit someone with a ban hammer right now, which I don't usually do. But I've got to make a. Somebody's gonna ask me where I escaped from. I'm gonna have to get rid of them. I'll have to figure this out here. I'm trying to. I'm just gonna keep doing my wrestling news here. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, I don't. I wasn't too impressed with the card, but maybe it'll get better. We'll see. So grab your snacks and go ahead and get ready for the show, which will be on at 5. And thanks for tuning in. And I've got someone to get rid of. Bye, everybody.